Where is your tribe located?
Joe, we're the Perdita Bay tribe of southeastern Lower Muskogee Indians, Incorporated, and we're located in Pensacola, Florida, in a place called the Jones Swamp Preserve. Here we have a Native American cultural building, and we teach art and education, and we'd like to have you come down as a visitor someday.
Oh, I'd love to. How did you get involved in traveling the country to teach children about Native American culture?
Well, I actually was born in a time in the 1930s, and my family were part of the remnants from the Indian removal to Oklahoma. And we lived in the swamps of South Georgia, in sort of out of sight, out of mind type of thing. It wasn't real popular to be Indian back in those days. So we actually lived back there, and I was fortunate enough to have a family that cared to keep the culture going, and to help us, the young people, sort of live a little bit like our ancestors had. I was fortunate to have a clan uncle, my mother's brother, that was my mentor, so to speak. Been at it ever since, Joe.
What is it about your job that you love? What is it that you dislike?
What I really love about it is the moments when we have some success, when we are able to achieve maybe a goal that we're trying to do a program, where it be an educational program or an art, cultural related program. Those are great moments for me when we can, when I got a group of school buses pull up out there and they care enough to come and visit with us. Those are the elements that I kind of lean to as far as my favorite moments.
What is the biggest misconception that people have about Native American culture?
That there are no Native Americans or Indians left. That's what we face in the Southeast. When I joined the Navy at 19, I signed up as a Native American, and I was told that there were no Native Americans where I lived, and that they erased that. And people don't really understand how much problems that the Native people did have. The remnants, I would say, the descendants, still bear those type of problems. But we're strong people, and we overcome them.
How do you dispel that when you educate children?
Oh, I really, I kind of point out some things that that they're not really aware of. That maybe they've seen it, but they didn't know what it meant, or they heard it and didn't know what was being talked about. So as a student, to me, towards a student, first I find out what they want to know, what they maybe have heard, and then when they give me a statement, then I can explain either pro or con about the information. So it's pretty easy to talk with a group, because they're always very anxious to ask questions, and as you know, there are no bad questions.
What is the most important thing you'd like people to understand about Native American culture?
That we are still the people that developed this country in a safe and proper manner, that as far as the ecology and the care for the land and the waters, that they could take a lesson from the people that preceded them here. Those are the type things that most I'm concerned with. That I know a lot of schools now getting involved in environmental projects, and that's real delight to me to see that this type of thinking is going on.
How can children incorporate Native American culture into their lives, and what are the benefits of understanding it?
Well, I think one of the real primary things about Native Americans was the relationship in the family structure. The young people and the elders spent a lot of time together. As the young people asked questions, they were shown or given answers. They can go to their parents and ask about things that's bothering them or they not sure about or heard about. I think it's that family, the special relationship that the young people had with the elders, you know, and we had, usually they was, the grandfathers and grandmothers were a big part of the native families, and not so much as the way they are today, unfortunately. But then it was easier to all exist in one village, shall we say.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Joe, it's a pleasure, and good luck to you, and let us hear from you, okay?
All right, thank you.